Yeah, I think what we're focused in on is our weeks and our preparation, and really respecting that. And obviously there is a lot of noise out there, and I think it's great for our supporters. I think what they're starting to see, people only commenting on what they see, but internally it's fugazi, which means it's noise. We need to actually focus on what we can control, which is respecting the game and understanding our weeks and really driving that mentality. But in saying that, I can understand the excitement around for our supporters. It's terrific.
Fugazi, where does that come from?
Well, it's from the Wolf of Wall Street, so it's fake, it's noise, and internally we can't get it. You know, we can't really focus on the noise. What we've got to focus on are our weeks and our preparation, our training, and respecting every opponent that we come up against, and that's the position we're in right now.
Do you shudder sometimes as a coach when you see sort of Hassaman being interviewed and people talking about this is the best Melbourne side they've seen for 50 years? As a coach, do you go, oh, do we need to be talking about that stuff?
Not really, because they're great Melbourne people. And they've been around the industry for a long time. They understand how it operates. So, but we can't control that. You know, that's the noise that we're talking about. So, we just really internally are really focused on what we can control, and that's, you know, respecting the game, respecting our training, and understand the importance we put on that, and make sure we're ready to go on game day.
Do you feel like, as a group, you're starting to deal with expectation a bit better?
Oh, look, I think so. You know, it's part of maturing. You know, it's you know, valuing every contest within a game. It's valuing every session. So. That doesn't just happen. Expectation's going to come, and we welcome that expectation, and then it's how you then deal with it and how you actually focus on what's really important to you as a footy club.
I know it's early in the year, but given you've cemented your place in the top four now, and given the fact that you haven't played finals in such a long time, towards the end of the year, how important would a double chance be to a team who hasn't played finals? I know we might be getting ahead of ourselves, I understand that, as you're smiling and probably thinking that as well, but thinking ahead, I mean, it's vital for a team who probably might need a second chance come final.
Yeah, I think we need to be really clear with where we sit. It's round 10. There's so much footy to be played, and you know, we've just got to focus on what's right in front of us right now. I said it post-game, this game's a game of small margins. You can be in good form and you can be out of good form through small margins. 4 weeks ago, we were in really poor form. Right now, we're in really good form. That's how quickly it can change. So we're at round 10, there's a long way to go, and there's a lot of footy to be played. So we're not looking ahead of right this week against the Western Bulldogs.
How much of a role are players like Nathan Jones, Jordan Lewis, Bernie Vince playing in keeping everyone's head screwed on?
Oh, they're really important, our leaders. You know, they're experienced players for a reason. You know, Jordan has come from a really successful footy club. So I think our leaders have been terrific in driving in our environment, creating an environment that's fun, it's enjoyable, where they want to work hard together, and they build that connection with one another. So our leaders have been pivotal in that, and they understand that we are at round 10 and there's a lot of work to be done. So they're certainly driving some great habits internally.
How vital is the internal pressure you've got on at the moment? I mean, you've got some quality players that can't get into this side.
Yeah, look, we're really fortunate. You know, our high performance team and our medical team and, you know, our coaching staff have done a great job in providing a really healthy list. And obviously with it being in form, we haven't had any changes. So, you know, that really provides some, you know, some great challenges internally around that pressure that's building internally. So our VFL team is really important to us. Our form of those guys that are, you know, craving opportunities is really important. But at the same time, we're really rapt to have a healthy squad that can continue to push and drive forward together as one club.
You've gone in unchanged for the second straight week. Is that really important to build that cohesion and continuity across the group, do you think?
Yeah, look, it's something that we haven't had for a number of years through both form and fitness. So that cohesion is something that's really important, understanding your roles within teams, understanding what players are capable of, and just playing together for a period of time. So that's something that we haven't experienced before. The players are certainly enjoying that. And they're actually building that cohesion, and we're starting to see that in the way we're playing.
Where can you improve? I mean, obviously you probably competed your most complete performance against Adelaide. Where can you improve?
Oh, we look to improve every week. We test and learn with our team, our roles, and you know, every phase of our game there's still growth areas that we can continue to learn from. So by no means are we standing here thinking that we're in the perfect form. We're looking at ways where we can take our game to another level. And we're experiencing new things every week, so you know, there's certainly more challenges to come yet.
What's your message to Dom Tyson, Jeff Garlett, those sort of guys that are battling to get back in.
Yeah, keep working hard, get in really good form, build some great habits both in and around your game and in and around your training, and opportunities will present themselves. As I said, we're fortunate to be in a really healthy position, but those things change really quickly. So those guys, it's about getting into great form, and opportunities will arise, and being in a position to grab those opportunities when they do arise.
How big a deal have you made of Nathan Jones' milestone this week?
Oh, look, it's significant within our club. You know, he's an instrumental person for our footy club. He's been a loyal person. He's continued to work incredibly hard. He's a great leader and he's a great role model. And he's got a terrific young family who we love. So it's a milestone that we'll certainly have recognised today, but it's more important our actions about what we put into place tomorrow, and make sure that the day is really special for Nathan.
I guess you would have had a perception of him before you met him, like you do with everyone. Is he what you thought he would be? Has he surprised you in any way?
Yeah, he's a bulldog. He's you know, he's that type of personality, but he's ultra driven for success, and he's ultra driven to get the best out of himself. And that's the guy that when I walked in the club that I had the perception of, and that's the guy that I continue to see today. He's so driven, both personally but also from a club team perspective, like you know great players are, and he's got nothing but love and care for this environment, and he's been a terrific person for the Melbourne Footy Club.
Must have been, it's a feather in your cap, I guess, to hear him the other day just say how much he's enjoying his footy as much as ever. So, I mean, that must have made you pretty proud that you've created an environment for even a senior guy like that to come in and enjoy himself.
Yeah, well, that's all we do as coaches and as management of a footy club, is to really try and provide an environment where our players love to come. They can thrive and continue to get better and develop themselves. And you know, it's really pleasing when you hear those comments, because that's ultimately what a lot of people in this footy department are trying to achieve, is that type of environment. So yeah, it is quite fulfilling.
How do you put a value on someone like him being here for 10 years, so he knows everything that the club's gone through?
Oh, look, it's important to have those great club people around that have experienced the highs and experienced the lows. They continue to drive the group forward and really value what's sitting right in front of them. And as I said, we're focused this week on putting out a performance that we're really proud of. And that's all we are as a footy club right now, is this week against the Western Bulldogs.
Tom McDonald sounds like he's pulled up pretty well after that foot soreness. Is that something you have to keep on top of throughout the year, or do you feel as though you passed it now?
Oh, look, it's something we'll keep an eye on. He's had a history of the injury, so it was a little bit sore last week. He's come through the game really well. He's trained fully this week, and but it is something we'll monitor. But in saying that, we've seen a huge progression in a week again.
Jack Viney's pulled up well?
Yeah, he has. You know, he's pulled up well, so that's 3 games in a row now for Jack. Once again, continue to manage his lows, continue to really monitor his situation closely, but 2 important players that are tracking well.
Some of your players, such as Brayshaw and Tom McDonald's, probably been through it, but they're unsigned and there's going to be noise about them. How do you help them deal with that?
Yeah, look, we understand that, you know, but you know, speaking to those boys about the love and care for their teammates and the environment, we're really comfortable with where those situations sit. All those type of things take time. We're more than comfortable with how they're tracking, and you know, we want them to be a big part of the Melbourne Footy Club moving forward. So you know, we can see them progressing really forward as Melbourne Football Club players.
Can you do your best Matthew McConaughey impression from Wolf of Wall Street?
No, I can't, but it goes something like Fugazi, it's woozy, it's a wazi.
Let's go. It's good flick.
Yeah.